Back in middle school, I had this friend who told me that she would never leave her home without putting on makeup. Back then, I didn't really know how to respond to that because on the surface, it seemed like a very adult and cool thing to do to always put on makeup and look really nice. But then deep inside, I felt like something was off because she looks very cute to me without makeup. So why go through all that hassle every single time you just need to go out? I myself, of course, also went through periods where I do put on makeup every day, but I stopped doing that, I think, in like my mid 20s, just because I feel like it's not necessary. So, here are some reasons why I no longer wear makeup in my daily life. First reason is that it saves me so much time and money. This one I was very inspired by my boyfriend because when we first started living together, I realized guys need very minimal time in front of the mirror every morning. He literally every morning gets up, gets dressed, doesn't even pass by the bathroom, and goes straight to his office for work. While I have to go into the bathroom, brush my hair, do random things, and pass like 15-20 minutes in there. And if you think about it, 15-20 minutes is a lot if you add that up every single morning and also at night, probably to take off your makeup and clean your face. So that spurred on some thoughts in me like, why is it that boys never felt the obligation to look nice or put on makeup to look different? While girls, since we were very young, are fed this thought that, we need to look cleaner and nicer and even draw things on our faces to make us look different. There's definitely a lot of social pressure in it because when you see all your friends do that, you also want to do the same. And you don't want to look like plain or not well taken care of if all your friends look beautiful. But then also at the same time, I don't think it's purely social either. I think we innately as girls are drawn to, making ourselves look nicer. We tend to also easily feel self conscious and we kind of resort to easy fixes like foundation to make our skin look more even, or highlights, or makeup, or I don't know, hair products. But if the price we have to pay is to sacrifice like 30 minutes or an hour of our day on this every single day, then I think it's too much. Not only am I too lazy to do this every morning and night, but also I've just got so many other better things to do. Whether it's my work or professional ambitions, or my hobbies, learning new things, or hanging out with friends, there are so many better things to do than standing in front of the mirror and draw on yourself. On top of that, putting on makeup can be very costly. A nice foundation in Sephora can cost like easily up to $50 or more. We all complain about not having enough time to do what we want or not having enough money for the truly important things in life. So, why spend it on foundation and crayons? Second reason why I don't wear makeup is because it makes me feel uncomfortable. Every time I do put on makeup, I always feel like there's something like heavy plastered on my face. I have to be really careful about touching my face or my eyes, or even blinking or even tearing up sometimes because that might cause my mascara to smudge. I feel like my skin can't breathe and I just can't freely move my face or my hands. And then psychologically, I actually feel more self conscious about how I look because I'm constantly worried about if my eye makeup is smudged, if I need to go to the bathroom and check my face. Like, it's just a lot of extra worries. I also know that putting on these chemicals on your face, whether it's foundation or eyeshadows, is not good for your skin or your body. So I feel like I'm just plastering my face with these toxic chemicals and it just doesn't feel great. On the other hand, not wearing makeup, I can do whatever I want to my face. I rub my eyes or I touch my cheeks whenever I want, and this feels great. Ultimately, if you're able to look good without wearing makeup because you've rested well, you've eaten well, and you've taken care of your body, then that's the most comfortable state you can ever be in. You feel energized and super liberated, and you just feel confident about yourself. So that brings me to my third point, which is that wearing makeup actually makes me feel less confident. I feel like the psychology behind makeup is that you are trying to look better or different in a certain way. You're trying to fix certain features or enhance certain things or fix certain flaws, but that's in a way suggesting that the original you, the natural you without any makeup, is not good enough. It's not pretty enough, it's not young enough, not colorful enough, whatever. So then, why are we constantly in this chase for improvement in not even our whole selves, but our face? I think that psychology definitely makes us feel less confident about who we are. Also, when you put so much focus on your face, you also tend to make your whole being about your face. So instead, I tell myself that I need to focus on other things other than my face and appearance. Maybe I need to focus on my words, how I'm speaking to people, or my personality, or my behavior and my kindness towards people. Like all of these things probably influence how other people perceive you way more than just your face. You also become more whole and more interesting as a person to the world. And on that, I also like to focus on what are my thoughts, what are my values, what am I spending time on, what am I doing with my life. When I focus on these things, they just end up bringing me so much more self worth, self respect, and self love. They affect how I see myself and they just give me so much more confidence than looking good in a mirror. So, this is my 2-minute daily face routine every morning. I go into the bathroom and I first brush my hair. This used to take me like 5 minutes because I used to have really long hair and I had to detangle and style. But now with short hair, it literally takes me at most 30 seconds. After that, I just wash my face with cold water. It wakes me up and energizes me. So I do this morning and night. I don't really use any facial cleansers because I have very dry skin, so they tend to make my skin more dry. So after that, I always put on moisturizer and at the same time massage it in a little bit, like just with my fingers, nothing too complicated. I think it helps to depuff my face and add a little bit of blood circulation. And all of that takes about a minute and I'm usually done. If I'm going out and it's sunny outside, then I put on a little bit of sunscreen and spray some perfume, so that takes another 30 seconds. Sometimes when I feel like it, maybe like once a month at night, I'll put on some oil on my face and just do some gua sha, which is a Chinese method of massaging your face with oil with a little piece of stone, and that feels really good. It takes about 5 minutes maybe. And then for special occasions, if I'm going out to a wedding or an event, then I would pluck my eyebrows and groom my eyebrows a little bit and wear some mascara and some colored lip balm. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope I provoked some thoughts on why we have to or don't have to wear makeup as women. And thank you so much for watching. As usual, I hope you have a peaceful rest of the day. Bye.